Hello everybody and welcome to the Petri dish. We are hanging out in the very sunny Miami area. It's a little hot outside, it's a little cooler inside, but we are hanging out with Cloudian, and I'll go ahead and let you guys introduce yourselves because you could probably do it better than I am. But we are at VeeamOn 2019, and what brings you guys here?
So, hi folks, my name is Amit Rolani. I am the Director of Technology Alliance and Solution Marketing at Cloudian. Veeam is one of my primary partners, and we have a very complementary offering to the Veeam availability software. We are a certified Veeam partner, and what we're doing here is talking about the solution that we have, the benefits of that solution, and how customers are using Veeam and Cloudian together in the field.
Gotcha.
Hey, my name is Fred Smith. I'm the VP of OEM and Alliance Sales at Cloudian. And echoing Amit, Veeam is one of our top partners that we focus on. And what we focus on is delivering end-to-end solutions for our customers, right? We're only as good as our ecosystem. And so putting these full end-to-end solutions, data protection solutions, we can deliver extreme value to customers,
Gotcha.
lower the overall TCO, and deliver not only data management, but also the data storage to our customers out there in the
Gotcha. So can you guys explain a little bit where you live in the world? We hear a lot about cloud, we hear a lot about on-prem only, and then we hear hybrid. How does your product fit into that narrative?
Okay, so we're software-defined storage.
Okay.
Our name is Cloudian, so a lot of people think we're in the cloud, but we're actually an on-premise solution, so maybe we should be called on-premi-on. So we're a target. We're a target for unstructured data, so that mass capacity, disaster recovery, backup, archive, video archive. This is the play that we have out in the market space.
Gotcha.
To add to that, right, we are what cloud storage is, public cloud storage. When you take it out of the cloud, put it in your data center behind your firewall, and get the same benefits of the cloud, which is the flexibility, the scalability, the lower cost, the lower TCO, but with very low network latencies and the security features that you want to implement, and have the control and the privacy features all inbuilt into that.
Interesting. So let's talk about scale here for a minute, because you have small businesses, you have enterprises, you can have gigs or petabytes. Where do you all fall into that world, and what's your specialty in the data size?
Right. So generally, when we're looking at a customer, it's going to be a couple hundred terabytes, growing from there. That's really where the space is for unstructured data for object storage. So we look at a couple hundred terabytes and growing from there. So understanding what our customer's business is and where they're going with their business. It's not uncommon today to have a customer that's coming with us with petabytes.
Oh wow!
In fact, it's very common and growing from there. We even have exabyte conversations nowadays. Data is doubling every 2 years. You look at where it's coming from everywhere. It is a new, the new gold, as everyone is saying out in the marketplace now.
And so, can you guys kind of maybe explain a little bit of your secret sauce, or how do you work with data at that scale? Because that's not a trivial process. When you get into that size, there's a lot of overhead to move something even minorly throughout that.
Right. So where we benefit is from having taken a bet of being a completely S3 based storage system, right? So as an object storage system based on S3, we are a storage system which has a completely flat namespace. What that means is we don't have the limitations that your traditional NAS kind of systems have, where you have an inode that needs to keep track of where the data is, and once it fills up, you need a different NAS controller and be able to keep track of what the namespace is, how do you go to that data. With a flat namespace, what happens is each data object is stored as a blob, which has an object ID, which has a little bit of a metadata, and it has the data by itself. So you can actually keep adding this almost onto infinity. So we almost theoretically can scale infinitely. We don't have an upper limit. We've tested our systems up to hundreds of petabytes, and we have customers using us in the tune of 200 plus petabytes in a live environment today. I'm sure you use it, I use it, because as a media and entertainment customer, we're unfortunately not allowed to use the name, but we have a huge install base out there.
Yeah, video files tend to be quite large, and they're not getting any smaller anytime soon. So then, how do you deal with, and there's no performance issues once you get in the larger size, it still remains relatively stable?
Right, performance scales as you keep scaling the node sizes. So we are a distributed file not file system, distributed storage system. As you keep adding servers, the storage size increases, but also does the performance keep up with that. Remember this, we are a capacity-based storage, so we are not the storage system that you will use for high performance millisecond response time. We are the ones that you will use for couple of seconds delay is fine, but you need scale more than performance. You want to add something to that?
No, you nailed it. I mean, we're a scale play.
Yeah.
Mass capacity. And, from a scalability perspective, as Amit was saying, it's peer-to-peer scaling. We're built on industry standard x86 servers. In fact, Intel's a major investor in us for this reason. And literally, as you need more capacity, all you do is you throw in another server with a bunch of disks, and the software recognizes that capacity, brings it into the cluster.
Gotcha.
So you could just keep growing and growing and growing. One thing to note, we were talking about the name and having a little bit of fun with it. We are an on-premise solution, but it's a true hybrid solution, so multi-cloud. And multi-cloud is obviously heard more and more in the marketplace today, so we can tier by policy to any public or private cloud.
Oh, okay, nice.
And the big difference here, this is one of our huge advantages out in the marketplace, is when we put the data up into the cloud, we're also putting the metadata up too, so you can access it in the cloud, giving you access any place, anywhere, anytime to your data. A lot of solutions out there are gateways that will put it up, but you have to pull it back down to actually access it.
Okay.
And it's not only just AWS because of the S3. We can put it up into Azure. We can put it up into Google, any public or private cloud. So really giving customers incredible flexibility with their data and data needs.
Fantastic. So I think I understand, but can you explain how you guys fit into the Veeam narrative, right? We're here at VeeamOn, and are you your targeted endpoint for backup and recovery? Is there any other way you guys fit in, or how does your solution tie into what they've built out?
So we are primarily a backup target for Veeam. That is the primary play. Where this story became interesting is with the Veeam 9.5 version 4 update that came out in Jan. Veeam started supporting native S3 connectivity. So now we become a natural target for Veeam. In fact, if you look at what Veeam has as an availability software, they are really talking about S3 being an ideal endpoint for them. And with us being one of the primary S3 endpoints for on-prem use cases, that is a complete solution for Veeam with what we offer.
Fantastic.
I mean, S3, just reiterating, it's the de facto storage standard moving forward. And having it 100% native gives us a huge advantage. We made that bet back in 2012, and it was the right bet.
Paying those long dividends.
Absolutely. Another area that we also tie in very closely with Veeam is they have a huge service provider community, the VCSPs. So our solution is also very much geared at service providers, and more news will be coming out about some things that we're doing together with Veeam. But we have multi-tenancy, we have metering and chargeback built within our system, so it plays very, very nicely to those service provider customers. And we have multiple joint service provider customers out in the marketplace that are quite interested in tying this all together as a DR target for enterprise customers, etc.
And then the always fun question: if people want to learn more about what you guys are doing and how you're scaling out, what's the best place to find you?
Well, obviously our website, www.cloudian.com, but give us a call. We'd love to chat with you and talk to you more. We have a global sales force, obviously all over the U.S., all over EMEA. So if you reach out to us, we'll definitely get back to you and schedule a meeting to come and brief some more on Cloudian and hopefully work with you out in the field.
Fantastic. Anything else you want to, any departing words for our audience before you guys check out?
VeeamOn. Hi guys.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by, guys. And you can find out more on their website, and we'll have that link down below.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very
Cheers.
much.